Später von 37.000, wieder zwei Tage später 41.000, dann 62.000, dann 78.000, jetzt sind es 90.000, 107.000, 137.000 und heute 214.000.
Now, this was a very significant point because just winning wouldn't be good enough. We always knew we'd win. Yet how many court cases have you seen when somebody wins, but the papers say he may have been ruled not guilty, but that doesn't mean he's innocent? That was no option for us. The only option we would accept is drop your case. However, considering the whole political climate, it's no generality to say attorneys and experts from one end of the country to the other said that was impossible and that it would never happen. Why did everybody think it could never happen? Well, it never does. Plus, as they correctly pointed out, this was the lengthiest investigation ever conducted, the most expensive investigation ever conducted, with the most publicity, the most black PR of any case ever in that state. Well, the rest is history because we never say never. While I could detail everything it took to make this happen, it's best summed up this way. By real Scientologists never forgetting the price of freedom. Today, you can add one more first to that list I gave because that case is also now the most embarrassing case ever brought by the state because what never happens was made to happen as they were forced to drop all charges in honor of our maiden voyage on June 12, 2000. But as I said at the outset, there is a bigger picture, and it has to do with the real tech of handling suppression. Flourish and prosper. When this began, we had an antagonistic city government, an antagonistic mayor, and a still ongoing 20-year police intelligence investigation. What did we do? Flourish and prosper. We announced and began the construction on our new Mecca, and then the Sandcastle expansion, and then continued on, persisting until even that police chief ended that 20-year investigation, admitting he couldn't find evidence to charge the church with so much as not paying a parking ticket. But probably the best example is this. Who did the first call of congratulations come from? The city manager, and then the city attorney, who heads that office that used to specialize in assaulting us, and finally, the mayor himself, who said, "Congratulations, I'm glad we won." And the end result to that suppression is this. Today, our Mecca has a safer environment than ever in history, with enemies turned to friends and allies, and that's what LRH meant when he told us to flourish and prosper. But even as we celebrate this latest victory, let's not forget the challenges to come. For to rescue a planet from the teeth of suppression and set 6 billion free is, to say the least, a highly adventurous undertaking. It demands supreme dedication, supreme commitment, and not a little courage. It also requires a fully cohesive and coordinated effort on the part of every Scientologist. And that's, of course, what the International Association of Scientologists is all about. You've just heard those words, religious recognition, in a highly significant and very positive context. But there's a flip side to this statement, and it's something we must never forget. Because the fact is, the well-intentioned people of this world are not the only ones on this planet who intuitively recognize Scientology. Suppressants also know exactly who we are and what we represent. So yes, we have every reason to celebrate this evening. And yes, our recent victories mark a considerable advancement for freedom of all mankind. But let's not forget that ultimate price of freedom, as LRH defined it. Constant alertness, constant willingness to fight back. There is no other price. That such responsibility falls on just a few shoulders is an unfortunate fact of existence at this time. Yet by the same token, there will definitely come a day, 10, 20, 100 years up the track, when you can very truthfully say, I was not only there, I was on the team. Your efforts and your support have made and will continue to make all the difference. And as we gather here tonight, armed with LRH tech, our ultimate victory over global suppression is assured. But our ultimate victory depends upon expanding our numbers and on the unswerving, continued commitment of every IAS member. It's that simple. It's that vital. And as we continue working toward that ultimate victory and the realization of our aims, remember these words from LRH. The guys in the white hats with the S and double triangle are winning. They're winning because they mean well. They do good. They know their business. And the enemy is losing and will lose because they mean bad. They do evil. They are incompetent. Remember the principle of flourish and prosper. It works. And the next time you see an attack, remember the old truth. This too shall come to pass away. But not Scientology. We're here and will be here for all the decades and centuries that this civilization has left to it. We are saving beings, not men. And the evil die within their own generation. We don't. So the next time you feel blue, read this. The enemy can't even plan for tomorrow. We work in eternity. To LRH.
Satan, thought up a plan, dressed as a man, walking the earth since he began. The world is hell for you and me, but what a heaven it will be.